I read the bio that Mr. Shah provided to you, and there was issues of, defrauding the United States of taxes. So in the United States, we have a system of taxations in which everyone declares how much they make, what they own, what they've sold in some cases, how many stocks they've bought, how many stocks they've sold, whether it's a profit. And it's our duty to report that and to pay a certain amount of tax, a percentage to the government. It's become a crime to not report that. And unlike other countries, and I'm more familiar with Mexico since it's right next door to us, that system of taxation isn't as enforceable or isn't enforced as much as it is in the United States. Although it exists, it doesn't really get enforced. Not only that, not abiding by tax laws does not become a crime. However, in the United States, it does. So as someone who has dual citizenships, for instance, you have a duty to file your taxes every year, right? And when you don't file your taxes, maybe you're living back in Pakistan, your idea is, well, I'm not in the United States, I don't have to file, I can be out here. When you don't file, or where in instances like Mr. Shah noted, you try and hide assets, or a person tries to not disclose fully, a crime is committed. Now, whether there's actual jurisdiction, we come back to the issue that was presented with the example that was given to Mr. Shah. How is it that we prosecute something like a tax crime, a Pakistani citizen who has dual citizenship with the United States, who goes back to Pakistan? It's difficult. America doesn't exercise extrajudicial jurisdiction on instances like that, right? We don't reach out to Pakistan and say, hey, send us Mr. Shah, he forgot to file his taxes. It's not something that happens like that. However, if you plan to return, or if you have assets in the United States, or assets in countries that the United States has excellent diplomatic relations with, you're going to get frozen. Right? And we saw that with the oligarchs in Russia, where the world economy actually put a freeze on their assets. And then that's the manner in which the United States uses extrajurisdictional jurisdiction to prosecute these crimes.
Time out, really, I appreciate that. It's like 10:30 out there in Los Angeles at this time.
It's late, yeah. It's 10:30.
Yeah. So thank you for taking time out, and this topic was really relevant because in a recent survey, they discovered that as many as 17% Pakistanis who have high positions in civil bureaucracy, military bureaucracy, judiciary, they hold dual nationality, or their families have American or British nationalities. So, there are many Pakistanis walking around with American passports or residencies in their pocket, and somehow they don't appreciate that some of their actions committed outside the territorial jurisdiction of America may bring them into the purview of American criminal justice system, or may expose them to civil liability in America by virtue of their having their assets in America or their citizenship status in America. So it was very relevant, and we appreciate a lot. Please go ahead.
Well, no. I just wanted to clarify that it's more likely that in a civil court, their assets would be at stake and their citizenship be at stake. But I also wanted to thank you all for having me.